Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Zakcy. Welcome to yet another video on my YouTube channel. In case you're wondering how big is the universe, this is the video where you get a little bit of answer. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I next upload. Without further ado, let's dive in.
This is Earth. You live here on this planet.
Oh, it's round.
And everything that you've ever known is located right here. But just how small exactly is Earth when compared to the scale of the entire universe?
Wow.
Let's start by zooming out to where we can see our nearest cosmic neighbor, the Moon.
The
You
Moon.
may think that the Moon is very close to Earth since it dominates our night skies. But in reality, the Moon isn't this close to our planet. It's actually about this far away. 384,400 kilometers away from you right now on average. You could fit 30 entire Earths in between
Whoa!
this distance, and if you somehow were able to drive a car at a constant 100 kilometers per hour speed, it would take you about 160 days to drive the entire distance.
Okay, 160 days is like a little bit understandable. 160 days, it's like a third of a year? No, a little bit more of a third of a year. So yes, the distance is like understandable to some
Despite this
extent.
incredible distance, however, 12 humans have actually set foot here, representing the furthest away that any individual human has ever been away from the Earth, and one of
Okay.
humanity's greatest achievements. This is what the Earth would look like from there if you were standing there with them.
Wow.
If you wanted to communicate with somebody back at home, it would take a message about 2.5 seconds to travel between you and them, since that's how fast the speed of light can travel at. This is
Wow.
a photo that was taken on Mars, and that tiny dot that you see there is Earth as seen from the Martian surface. On average, Mars is an incredible 225 million kilometers away from Earth, but that distance can be as high as
225
101
million
kilometers. That means that whenever humanity finally gets around to landing a human on the planet, that person will be 986 times further away from Earth than the astronauts who landed on the Moon were. In addition,
Okay.
the time delay for sending a message from Mars back to Earth isn't just 2.5 seconds, it's actually more like 20 minutes each direction,
Ooh.
which would render instant communication in the event of an emergency impossible. When we
Yeah.
zoom out even further away, we can find
Like imagine you have an emergency case and you want to send a message to Earth to send you like help or something like that. And you'd send the message and wait 20 minutes for the message to get to Earth and then read it and then respond back. It will take 40 minutes. So by then you'd be gone. Wow. Wow.
the Voyager 1 space probe, which is the furthest away man-made object from Earth. It is currently
Okay, the video must be somehow very old because we've sent James Webb Telescope. It's the farthest we've sent so far.
located 138
Humans.
AUs from the Earth. AU meaning astronomical unit, which is the distance between the Earth and the Sun, which means that Voyager 1 is 138 times further away from us than the Sun is. At some
Wow.
point on its long voyage, Voyager 1 turned its camera around and took this photograph. It did not look like much.
As a photography lover, oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me, the colors.
At first,
Oh.
but in my opinion, this is the greatest single photograph ever
Yes.
taken in all of human history.
I
This
think-
tiny,
okay.
pale blue dot
That
is
far
Earth,
back then.
and I don't think that anybody has
We
ever
have something
said
new,
something
man.
as amazing about this as Carl Sagan when he said, "If you look at it, you see a dot. That's here. That's home. That's us.
Yes.
On it, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever lived out their lives. The aggregate of all our joys and sufferings. Thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and every forager. Every hero and coward. Every creator and destroyer of civilizations. Every
Goosebumps.
king and every peasant. Every young couple in love. Every hopeful child. Every mother and every father. Every inventor and explorer. Every teacher of morals. Every corrupt politician. Every superstar. Every supreme leader. Every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. That was a very good quote, and it is very striking how small yet very egoist we are. We're so small, like very tiny.
Of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Voyager 1 is currently traveling at 17 kilometers every single second, but even at that speed, it won't break out of the reach of our solar system for another 30,000 years.
Wow.
Once we go beyond the solar system, we arrive in our interstellar neighborhood. Here we shift to the light-year unit of measurement, which is the distance that light travels in a full Earth year, or about 9.461 trillion kilometers.
Oh, this star right here, Sirius or Sirius, it gets me goosebumps because like the northern star that doesn't change like into the skyline. And if you want to photograph like star trail photographs, you have to focus on this particular star because it doesn't change, and then the other stars will like form a circle around it. And I have a friend that did this kind of photography. I'll show you his photo here. As you can see, it's not photoshopped or something like that. It's really a photograph, and you have like to just do a technique with the camera, leaving the shutter speed like open to grasp and to get the lighting and this trail of the stars. It's a very satisfying image and very hard in process.
The star Proxima Centauri here is the closest other star to us other than our Sun, but it's still 4.24 light years away from us. To put that into perspective, if it was heading in the right direction, it would still take Voyager 1 over 70,000 years to reach it. In other words, if you drove...
I started to lose track now. My little brain cannot fathom like the distances and spaces and that stuff. Like, it's just too big. Too big.
At 100 kilometers an hour, like in our previous example to the moon, it would take over 6 times longer than the entire age of the universe.
Now I understand.
To finally get there.
Thank you for the example.
It wouldn't even exist still when you arrived. When we zoom out even further, we can see the entire Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is located right here. This is the furthest extent of humanity's radio broadcast.
We're living in nothingness, and this nothingness is expanding. This outstanding.
Throughout history.
It's very outstanding.
Any possible aliens who live outside of this range are totally unaware of humanity's presence. It's
I'm gonna stop you right there. So when it comes to aliens, there are like 2 or 3 hypotheses. Either they are not there, they are there, but they are monitoring us, and to see how far we would come like within the scientific framework. To this hypothesis, we are not like scientifically up to aliens' expectation in order for them to interact with us or to come and stop us, if that makes sense. And the third hypothesis is that they are there, but they cannot interact with us, and they are not bothered to interact with us. Yeah.
Complete silence outside of this yellow dot as far as we are currently aware, but the entire galaxy spans over 100,000 light years from end to end. There are over 100 billion stars and over 100 billion planets inside of our galaxy. But you have never seen the full glory of the galaxy at night, because 99% of the stars that you can see with the naked eye are limited to this small, tiny region right here.
Wow.
Even the massive galaxy is nothing compared to the rest of what's out there. Zooming out even further, and we arrive at the local group of galaxies, a collection of 54 different galaxies that is about 10 million light years across. But zooming out even further, and we can see the Virgo supercluster, of which the local group here is just a tiny segment of. There are at least 100 other groups of galaxies just like ours.
Can you fully grasp how small we are? Can you actually? I can't. Wow.
Side of here, and the distance from one side to the other is a mind-numbing 110 million light.
It's mind-numbing. I feel numb now.
But even the
110
massive Virgo
million?
supercluster is nothing but a quiet,
No.
tiny lobe of the Great
No,
Chaos
no, no,
supercluster, an
no, no,
enormous
no, no,
structure.
no. Stop, 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 stop. What? What?
That is home to our galaxy as well as 100,000 other galaxies. The
What? What? Wow! Wow! Wow!
distance from one side to
Wow!
the other is 520 million light years, but from even there we can
How?
see out
How?
all
How? How? How did you manage to are they like scientifically proven stuff, or it's just like interpretations or something like that? It's mad. It's total madness. How?
the way to the entire
How did you know
observable
that?
universe and
How?
see that
How
even the
did you know that?
Titanic Chaos
How? Tell
supercluster
me
is
how. How
just a
did you know
tiny and
that?
insignificant part of everything. This is the observable universe, and it contains everything.
Oh, and this is just the observable universe. What is beyond this observable universe is unknown, and it might be like way and way bigger than that.
That we know of. It is home to at least
How?
2
But how?
trillion different and individual galaxies, which together
Wow.
contain more stars than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth. The distance from Earth to any side of the observable universe is 46.5 billion light years, which means that the entire width is 93 billion light years across. What's perhaps even more interesting, however, is
No, no,
what
no,
actually
please.
lies beyond the observable
Yeah.
universe. Keep in mind that the observable universe is all that we can currently see, and it's entirely possible that the rest of the universe outside of it is vastly larger and more fantastic than we can possibly ever imagine. We simply don't know what else is out there because the light from these incredibly distant places has not yet had enough time in the universe's history to reach us yet back on Earth. And the light from some places may never reach us at all. Because some parts of space very far away from Earth are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, that means that the light from these places will never, in an infinite amount of time, reach Earth. Meaning that even if humanity is eternal and exists forever, there will still be an unknown number of places in the universe that we will never know about or ever see. So,
Yeah, because
it
it's
is very
expanding.
likely that as unbelievably enormous as it seems, the observable universe is just a tiny slice of what we can currently see of the entire universe. According to the theory of cosmic inflation that was proposed by Dr. Alan Guth, if it is assumed that cosmic inflation began at 10 to the negative 37th of a second after the Big Bang, and with the assumption that the size of the universe before inflation began was equal to its age times the speed of light, then this would seem to suggest that at the present day, the entire universe is 150 sextillion times larger than the observable universe. That number for reference looks like this, with this many zeros. Let this number sink in for just a moment.
Don't focus on the
This
sex
would be
part.
similar to you thinking that the entire
You dirty minds.
observable
I know you.
universe, everything that you could see, was the size of a light bulb, but then realizing that in reality the entire universe is larger
It's the
than
entire room.
planet of Pluto. Imagine a light bulb in the center of Pluto, but we inside the light bulb were totally unaware that Pluto existed outside of it, and that's a similar situation to this. We are all so unbelievably small, but you shouldn't worry, because all that means is that there is so
Again,
much out there
goosebumps.
for us to discover together.
Wow. Wow. Wow, that was mind blowing. That was very mind blowing. I'm blown away. I am blown away. That is so. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm ruined. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video, and I hope that you've learned something from it. I did enjoy and learn something from that video. If you did, please leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe.